Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. A still very hot Darlene. I have the AC running right now. I know I could just turn off the car and open the windows, but then I can't talk like I want to that way, or people start to look at me. It is Monday. I'm in front of Shaw's. I have already been in Shaw's and picked up the flyer. I'm so tired today and groggy and my eyes just want to sleep. So I wasn't really up to recording before I go in, and then after I go in because I'm just tired. Excuse me while I nap. So here's what happened this weekend. There was an early preview of the Shaw's flyer. So I took advantage of that and started doing deals. So I have a lot of Shaw's deals already posted over the weekend. If that continues, I will do the same every time. But I'm still going to post my flyer because I've been doing that for like 3 years now, so I'm not about to stop at this point. Also, I want to make sure it does get done, and with me, it pretty much does get done like clockwork. You know, I was thinking, I think there's only 2 times ever that I didn't post the flyer at all. No, I think there's only 1 time ever that I didn't post it at all, and that's because I was in Memphis for the whole time, and I didn't get back to Maine till like a Thursday, and at that point it was silly to do the flyer when it was out on the Shaw's site. There's probably been 2 or 3 times that it didn't get posted on Monday. One time I was in Memphis and I was supposed to be home in time, but my flight was canceled or something like that. But anyway, I usually get it done. I even plan my trips and vacations around Mondays. That's how important it is to me to bring that flyer to you on Mondays. Oh, remember the time? Oh my goodness. Remember the time I had even planned a trip to Memphis around that Monday and cut my vacation short so I could be here on a Monday to post the flyer, and that particular week they did not want to let the flyer out early. And I was devastated and so upset that I had worked around them, but then somebody accidentally got it at another Shaw's, and she scanned it and sent it to me, and I posted it, and all hell broke loose. That was kind of fun. Before I show you the few things I picked up, I want to talk to you about something new that I have in this little old brain of mine. It's going to be a new video series, I hope. I hope it takes off. I hope we can continue to do it, called Ask Darlene. And the reason I thought of this is because I have been promising you guys for a long time that I was going to do a video series on couponing, like instead of doing a class for real like I used to do here at Shaw's in Sanford, but just doing it online. So for the newbies out there who still want to learn how to do this, I tend to forget that there's still newbies because I've been with so many of you guys on my Facebook page who have been following me for the whole 4 years that I've been doing this that I almost feel like we all know how to do this now, but there's newbies all the time, and I'm constantly reminded of that when newbies email me or message me and ask me questions, or they say, I just started. Somebody just messaged me saying that she just started 3 weeks ago and how she's already saved so much money, and I love to hear things like that because it makes me happy that people are still saving money, but it also reminds me that there are newbies out there, so I have to remember that. So I started looking at the paperwork that I used to use for my classes. You know, I can always cover the basics, but I thought I learn more from my followers than I do from myself because I don't always think of all the questions. So I have a designated email. It's going to be askdarlene@darlenemishu.com, and you'll be able to ask me your questions. No names will ever be mentioned. When I reply, you could use some cute name like Couponer in Kansas. That was so dumb. Because I don't think anybody in Kansas is following me, but you get my drift. What I would love is for some of my oldies, that sounds wrong. What's the opposite of a newbie? A seasoned couponer, shall we say? That even sounds cool because it's like seasoned, like flavorful. Some of you could just ask questions just to get it started, because you'll think back of what was important to you when you were first starting out. I mean, it can be anything. You can ask, what's a Catalina coupon? You can ask, what do I do when my cashier is giving me a hard time? You know, just any kind of question. Throw it out there. You can also ask me personal questions. I'd be happy to answer probably most of them. And don't be afraid of what you ask. If it's too personal or I don't want to discuss it, I just won't bother with that question. But you'd be surprised at what I'm probably willing to talk about. So, please feel free to ask some personal questions. And also, most of you know that I'm now doing a low-carb way of life, and that has been like life-changing for me. And so please ask me questions about that. I do want to do some videos about that. So I just think the best way for me to get started with all these videos that I have in my head that I'd like to do is if you guys just come on out and ask me and let me know what you want to know. And then that will give me something to focus on. So that would be great. You can look at my blog. I'll end up having something in the sidebar saying Ask Darlene, and you can email me, and just know that I will never mention names, but if you want to come up with a cute little pen name or whatever, that would be fun. Okay, let's just look at, what did I do? I hit a blinker. First, what do you want to see first? Huh? Do you want to see what I got, or do you want to see the flyers? Okay, you want to see what I got. I got my mother some English muffins. They happen to be... Oh, I did get the white. Oh my God, she's going to be so glad. She's not thrilled about wheat. And they had wheat ones, and I said, well, that's all right. She can eat wheat. So, Wild Harvest, English muffins. I got them on reduced for 70 cents. I picked up some apples. I don't even know how much. I better check my receipt now. Make sure. Whoa. I just hit the gas pedal. Let me see. Is this my receipt? My apples, yes, they were the 77-cent a pound ones. I only grabbed 5 of them, and I'm looking to make sure my meat things came off. It did. All right, so I got these. I looked in this bag. These are what? Ginger gold. And I had to pull out 4 that were quite bruised. I mean, significantly bruised. And I didn't really want a lot, so I just kept the 5 good ones. It will be for my mother. I got a piece of meat, which I still thought was kind of expensive, even though I got, it was marked down. See, it's a, I was going to say, it looks like a London broil. It's a London broil. And it was $10, which I would never pay $5.99 a pound for London broil. Remember when London broil was like so cheap? Anyway, it's only 1.67 pounds, but it had $2 off, so I paid $6. So that's not bad. That's just a little over $3 a pound. So, and it's quick and it's easy, and that's what I will have for lunch today. And I still have some green peppers, so I will be able to slice that up and have pepper steak with no bread, no sandwich, just pepper steak. I got not 1, but 2 mince pies that my mother is going to absolutely love. The only thing that stinks is my mother, sometimes she just doesn't want to eat the crust. She's finicky like that. So I feel like it's a big waste to buy pie when she's going to eat just the filling, but the crust doesn't get wasted. It goes out to the birdies and the squirrels and all that. So I can forgive her for wasting all that crusty goodness. Sometimes she would just cut, a piece of pie and scrape all the stuff out, and I would eat the crust. I'm happy with crust. But I won't be doing that now because there's carbohydrates and sugar in crust. So I will be hopefully freezing that for her. So that's all I bought. So 2 pies, a steak, the English muffins, and the apples came up to $14.08. I got the flyer. Let's make sure we have the right one here. And we do. See? A lot of you already know what's in it. I noticed there's going to be a lot of things for my stock up list that I do on Wednesday nights. A stock up with no coupons. So always look on Wednesday nights for that. It's my shopping list and stock up pile. I don't know what I call it. But every Wednesday night I post things that you could pick up without coupons at a good price. And then on Thursday nights I do the list of the deals with coupons. 59 cents a pound. I knew that was coming. That's a 3-day friggin' sale. I never get there for the 3-day sales. I should have picked up more apples than today. I was thinking I was going to get cheaper ones next week. Wing buckets, 25 wings for 10 bucks. And again, fresh ground beef, I never make it to get that. I don't know why I'm such a lazy bum. There are plenty of deals. I already have a whole bunch posted. I will be posting more. Let's not waste too much time on this flyer because this is the one I'm excited about. The new Big Book of Savings that will run from October 30 to December 3. And the reason I'm excited is because when I scan 2 flyers on Mondays, I always usually do deals for the regular Shaw's flyer, and I never get around to looking at the Big Book, and I say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow and tomorrow. And I never usually end up getting back to it. And so today I will be posting deals out of this. We have some coupons, and it's just going to be fun to do. And I'm also going to be posting some good through New Year sales because those have been up for a while, and I have to take advantage of going through Shaw's website and looking at the things that are good through New Year's. I have a clever way that I search for those. You know, you can find the prices of things that are actually on sale on Shaw's site. It can be tricky, but what I do is I go to the site and I type in and search good through, and then it usually brings up to the front the items that are good through New Year's, but then I have to click on each one to make sure it's part of the sale and all that jazz. So you just kick back and don't bother with all that stuff. I'll do it for you. I'm kind of in a good mood considering I'm a zombie today. Is there anything else that I want to tell you? I don't know. I'm sure there's tons of things. We'll just leave it at that for now. Please, 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 please submit some questions. I would love to get that series started. I'm very curious to see what you guys will ask me. Don't be afraid that it sounds like a dumb question, because remember, if you're asking coupon questions, and even if you know the answer, remember there are people out there that don't. So don't be afraid thinking that your questions are too simple, because there is no simple question when you're a brand new couponer. It's all hard in the beginning. So I thank you in advance for any questions that you submit. Hope to get that up and running today. So hopefully that's already up by the time you're seeing this video. So go to my blog and look for the Ask Darlene in the sidebar somewhere. I'm drifting off to sleep. There's a woman sitting in the car next to me. What is she doing? I don't see her talking to a camera. For my Sanford shoppers, if you ever come to the store on a Monday, look for a bright red car. And if I'm sitting in it talking, come and say hi, and I'll put you on the video. We'll do like an interview. Wouldn't that be funny? That would be fun. All right, that's it. I'm going bye-bye. I'm going home. I'm hungry for steak. Good thing I bought one. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.